I would like to ask Mr. Mark Trammell if he'll come right out here and stand next to me. Come on.
All right.
Yeah. At his age, this is called running. This man's shaking in his shoes, I can feel it. This man here, those of you who have followed gospel music down through the years, you know just how important his contributions to gospel music have been with all the groups that he's been a part of. I hate to think where gospel music might be if there was no such person named Mark Trammell, just to be honest with you. What an influence he's had on many people. And back a few months ago, back in May, the Gospel Music Association presented some Hall of Fame inductions. One of the groups that were inducted into the Gospel Music Hall of Fame back in May was Gold City. And they recognized, yeah, go ahead, they deserve it. And there at the presentation in Nashville, they were able to recognize certain key individuals, present them with their induction medals and things like that. But this man, due to a prior commitment, could not be there. So Mark, the Memphis Quartet Show, has been asked to formally present to you tonight your induction to the Gospel Music Hall of Fame. So ladies and gentlemen, would you let Mark Trammell know how much you love him tonight? Now, it's not official until one of the gentlemen standing next to you puts it around your neck. So, this is a moment for gospel music history, folks.
All times. Is this on?
No.
Can y'all hear me?
No.
You can't hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Of all times, and I'm really happy Jonathan Wilburn is not here. If he put this around my neck, I wouldn't breathe for the next 6 hours. Go ahead.
Mark Trammell, member of the Gospel Music Hall of Fame.
I've known Mark Trammell for pretty much all my life. I have memories of him. I actually sat in his lap before. Just let that sit in your mind just a minute. But Mark Trammell came along at a time in Gold City's history, and he made a huge difference. And his contribution to gospel music, and more than that, his contribution to Gold City, and his contribution in this whole arena that we all call home has been incredible. And I have the utmost respect for this man, and I love you, and I thank you for all that we've been able to share through the years.
And Mark, we know your lovely wife is undergoing some health issues right now, but doing well. We feel it right that we feel that it's appropriate that Nick have the last word on behalf of himself and his mom.
I've known Mark Trammell pretty much all my life. I just just want to say, you all get to see the Mark Trammell that's on stage and back at the table and talk to him. I get to see the Mark Trammell that's at home, pouring his life into giving his best to God and to what he does, and to all of you. And I just want to say thank you for raising me in a godly home and raising me to love this music. And I'm very proud to be your son.
I never unbuttoned my coat on stage before tonight. I was trained to never do that. But I ate so many ribs a while ago, I can't keep it back. May I take a moment of privilege?
The floor is yours.
I'm the most blessed man that you've ever looked at. Because for 43 years I've been privileged to do what I love. And my family loves it. And they support me in it. I've had the honor now, this is the second time to be inducted into the Gospel Music Hall of Fame. And the first time was wonderful, but there's something special about this one, Danny, because we know the work that it took, the days that we were there. And we know the agony, the labor, the uncertainty, wondering if it was going to make it. All those things that it took, and your dad and your mom invested in me and my family when we needed it. I needed to be needed again during those days. I'll never forget that. As long as I live. They didn't have to do what they did, but they did. And the love that I shared with you and your family, as well as co-workers in the ministry, and the love that I have for Jay Perrick and Jonathan Wilbur, and the guys that were a part of it while I was there. That season of Gold City I will cherish for all of my life, because that was hard work to do what God allowed us to do. But it paid off because we stayed faithful to Him. My challenge for you and for the guys of today's Gold City is to do exactly what we did then. Just keep doing that. Stay faithful to the calling on your life. It may seem dark on certain days. And I know in the 15 years that I've done what I've done, there have been at least one Monday a month I quit. But just stay faithful to what God's called you to. The name Gold City is synonymous with superior quality in the gospel music world. And I was honored to be a part of that.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Trammell. Thank you, guys.